Wake up, go get it. Run it up, big spending. Hit you up, relentless. Tie you up, go get it. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Quiet when gangsters speaking. Bitch, give me the reason. Talking from the bleachers. You can't even see us. My bitch never bleaching. Black with Asian features. Pistol right between her. Gotta keep the heat up. Fucking up the re-up. Just to try to keep up. Check the scoreboard. Tell them niggas come and D up. Mackin' and I'm ballin'. Pistol got my pants falling. Almost crashed a foreign. Speeding like I'm Jeff Gordon. Homie try to slide. Had an open fire. Jump inside the ride. That bitch came alive. Talking Tribeca afternoon, good fellas. That's Soho for the dumb niggas. What you want, nigga? Wake up, go get it. Run it up, big spending. Hit you up, relentless. Tie you up, go get it. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Wake up, go get it. Run it up, big spending. Hit you up, relentless. Tie you up, go get it. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Yeah. Had to park 'em, pistol barking, now we talking. We knew it came with jail, we knew it came with coffins. Pigs tried to jam me, had to get 'em off me. Hit 'em through the jacket like a pass, homie. The bro took the charge and we beat a dummy. So we gon' run it up, run it up. Give a nigga homemade tummy tuck. Double on shorty with the joint tuck. Gotta stay low, get your coins up. MTM the gang, nigga, so what? MTM the gang, nigga, so what? What's up? Wake up, go get it. Run it up, big spending. Hit you up, relentless. Tie you up, go get it. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Hey everyone, it's Sash. We're live. I'm back on Mtm Radio. First and foremost, I want to say that we were just playing Mercedes Mike. That's off the Dedication album. That we kind of did part one last. Oops, my camera. We kind of did part one last week, and we won't be posting out of yet until next week. We want to put everything together from the album release party that we had at Quad Studios. Shout out to everyone that pulled up for that. Been a lot of like blog coverage and stuff. That song was actually called Run It Up. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. So we'll just jump right into it. This week we actually have some information, and we have an event that I've kind of been working on the past couple weeks. It's by the RMG group, Rebirth Multimedia Group. So we have the owner here to talk about Culture Fest. It's going to be on April 20th in Brooklyn. We'll have all the information on the MTM Records music website, as well as the Instagram. And it's going to be a couple performances, going to be art, fashion, and the whole 9 yards. So we're actually going to have him come on in a little bit, give us a little bit more details about it. And then in the meantime, we're going to play another song from Dedication. I was thinking about it off. I'm not sure which one I want to hear. Maybe I was thinking about 12:30 in Paris, possibly, or Back Against the Wall. Back Against the Wall. That was a pretty good one. Also, that's on Dat Piff. And by next week, it's going to be on Apple, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Pandora. And also we'll have it, of course, on mtmrecordsmusic.com. And so which one are you going to play? Back Against the Wall? Are we going to get... Okay. All right, so this is Back Against the Wall featuring Noel K.
Wanna go to heaven, but you gotta die just to get there. Maserati ran for my dog, see when I get there. Suppressors for the drastic measures. Mama missing with the long lectures. Gotta go and get it. 9-9, keep me spiritually inclined. Even though I'm strapped, still riding around with mine. Making moves, doing what we do. When you with it, follow homie rules. Hoping God forgive us. They hating out of spite, we running red lights. Get caught, get sent on that long flight. Plenty pistols without the pot to pissin'. Reminiscing, used to cut it up on mama dishes. I thought she was with me, bitches gonna be bitches. Gotta move different blood when the money different. Wish you had it on you, dog, when they caught you slipping. Because of you, I'm heavy sipping, feel like I lost a kidney. I'm a Southside shooting star. I hope you niggas is outside like you say you are. Keep it in the car. Trust me, I know how losing feels. Black hits still, stacks die behind the wheel. Wholesale moves, I'ma need the whole shit. Can't skip the work, dog, on your first trip. Get caught, boy, you gotta keep your mouth zipped. Hit the island, they like red or blue. Who you with?
With my back against the wall, I'm gonna make a change. Cause when my people make that call, we're gonna have to find a way. Get out the space from all that struggle. Only triumphs on the way. So I'll pray today like yesterday and do it right by us always.
Never did believe his dreams, so no one supported. Whatever was important, we locked it up in storage. Discuss numbers later, never was important. Over cigars and drinks, look where them convos borders. Gotta stay persistent and very focused. We all got children, but only few was chosen. Suicidal thoughts on the way to court, shooting back and forth like a sport. Look what the pain brought.
With my back against the wall, I'm gonna make a change. Cause when my people make that call, we're gonna have to find a way. Get out the space from all that struggle. Only triumphs on the way. So I'll pray today like yesterday and do it right by us always.
Tonight, you will sleep with your rifles. You will give your rifle a girl's name, because this is the only pussy you people are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Buttoncrotch through her pretty pink panties are over. You're married to this piece, this weapon of iron, wood, and you will be faithful. Hard hit. Prepare to mount. Mount.
Time running out, man, this work gotta go. Niggas will take you out the game if you ain't down to let it go. Shorty talking about a job, he'd rather sell drugs and rob. Do what you gotta do, go against the odds. A 9 to 5 ain't the life. We was trying to sell white, got us gambling for our souls. Shaking, roll that dice. Niggas chasing pretty bitches while they chasing other niggas, hoping that she got his heart. We only love you in the dark.
You gotta throw all this motherfucking fire heat back. You know what I motherfucking need? You heard? Slice Moolah TV, you already know what it is, man.
Because this is the only pussy you people are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Crotch through her pretty pink panties are over. You're married to this piece, this weapon of iron, wood, and you will be faithful.
Hey everyone, it's Sash. We're live back on Mtm Radio. So that was, we actually had them playing Back Against the Wall, and then you was playing, I think it was Loyalty. Oh yeah, Deep Thoughts. I'm sorry. Deep Thoughts that we were talking about, that was from Mercedes Mike, and that's on datpiff.com. So we're going to get right into it. Like I was saying before, we have RMG's owner here that's been doing the whole Culture Fest. It's going on in Brooklyn. It's a lot of buzz been going on about it. So, you know, we're thankful for having you first and foremost. Welcome to MTM Radio.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Yes, no problem. Like we were talking about prior to here, you've been basically planning the whole, you know, tell us what is Culture Fest, I should say first.
Right. Culture Fest is exactly that. It's a festival, and we're trying to deal with the culture of urban New York City. You know, we want to deal with, because when you look at New York, you have a lot of different influences. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
in music, in food, in fashion, in art, and a lot of it doesn't get exposure. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be able to bring that to the forefront, to give exposure to the people who don't normally get exposure, a lot of the independent artists, a lot of fashion lines which haven't broken and made it big yet, but everybody in New York wears it. So we wanted to give them the type of exposure that they normally don't get. So that's what Culture Fest was.
Okay, so is this the first Culture Fest for those who don't know, and it's going to be in Brooklyn?
Yes, it is. It's the first Culture Fest. I've done a lot of smaller events.
Okay.
Right. So the idea was to take that to a bigger platform. You know, so we're expecting about 20-something hundred, like 2,000, maybe a little bit more, to show up for this event. Okay. Right. We have different artists, a lot of independent artists. And then we got, you know, some more name brand people like Funk Flex, and we got Afro B, who's really just now become one of the hottest songs.
I love his music. Yeah. I love that type of music. So yeah. So we hoping to kind of like mix that. We also got a couple of I was gonna say, so how does the art and like the fashion comes into it? Like as far as that part of the event?
We got two guys. We got Voodoo Feet and we got Uncaso. Protect Your Heart. You see that all over.
Protect Your Heart.
So I mean, and that's my boy. I love his art. Like he's always done stuff for me in the past, and I wanted to make sure that he gets put in there. And the art is more of an urban type art. So they're the ones who are actually staging the whole Culture Fest thing for us. Like their artwork is going to be everywhere.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
their vibe is what you're going to see when you come through there. And then we dealing with fashion and food. We want the whole thing to be an experience. We got video games. We got
video games. That sounds good. That's why I'm like, what are the details? I know it's like, I know it's music, I know it's fashion, I know it's little art, but I'm like, I want a little bit more of the scoop. Okay, that sounds dope.
We got the games. Okay. We know we got gamers that want to come out.
Of course, there's so many gamers in New York City. It's crazy.
So we wanted to put something for everybody, you know. So it's from 6 to 12. So you know you got 6 hours. So we want you to be able to move around, not just stand in one place. Move around, find things to do, be entertained the whole time that you're there. So if you're so it's not just music, but we want people to see the music.
Yeah.
But if you're watching the music and you're not into this artist or something, you can find other things to do. And we have the actual artists are going to be painting a live mural while they're there, so you can see them painting live. So it's a lot of different activities for it.
That sounds a whole like a whole experience, like a vibe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like it sounds like a real life vibe. So what kind of motivated you to do this? Like what really? Well, is there maybe something in particular that?
Well, like I said, I've done a lot of smaller events.
Right.
I have a restaurant / lounge called 718 Live. It's in Brooklyn, on Fulton Street in Franklin. and we've done a lot of events there. We used to do little events over at Brownstone, which was another restaurant that I had downtown Brooklyn. So we've always done little events, and we get a lot of the artists, the up-and-coming artists, the up-and-coming DJs, the guys who play those, that circuit, the lounges, the little clubs, looking for their chance to make it to the big clubs and to the radio stations and stuff like that. So just over the years of accumulating those type of people around me, I said, I should do something big that can include everybody, you know what I'm saying, and bring those type of people in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty dope idea. What do you think differentiates you as far as like a creative or someone to push the culture? What do you think that one thing that
Well, honestly speaking, like music is something that I've been into since I was young, you know what I'm saying? Since hip hop really came out.
Who's your favorite artist? Let me hear this.
Right.
Who's your favorite
right
artist? Now? Some of your favorite artists, I should say. It's so hard to not ask one, but who's like some of your favorite?
Okay, my favorite artist is I love lyricists.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I like Rakim from back in the days. I like Biggie. I like Jay-Z. I like Big L. I like Pun. You know what I'm saying? I like J. Cole. Right. I like the lyricists. I like Kendrick Lamar.
You got a good list there.
You know
you got points for that.
Nas, of course. How could I forget Nas?
Yeah,
yeah. But I'm more into the lyricists than anything else. But I love the music. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody has their turn. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their style, their vibe that they want to get, and we want to be able to represent it all.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's playing in your iPod right now? Or I always say iPod. I should say music. I'm so old school, like not old school, but like so outdated. I should say with that. But if like what's playing in your Apple or iTunes, Spotify?
Oh, my phone is over there. I was going to show you, but I know I got J. Cole. I listen to a lot of not just hip hop, but I listen to like Solange. I like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. A lot of Solange.
What's her name? Wow, I can't think of her name now. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, Tiana Taylor. Yeah,
Tiana
Taylor's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like some of the vibes that they have. I like that too.
All right, that's a cool vibe. So the reason why I'm asking is because I'm also like I'm just kind of intrigued by the whole Culture Fest thing. I think it's a pretty dope idea, as far as like just being an experience and a networking opportunity, a growth opportunity, an inspiring opportunity. Like I feel like it brings so many different aspects of kind of what's going on and bringing the culture together and pushing the culture. Right. So it's just something that I'm just like I'm happy to kind of be involved in somewhat way.
That's why we was, not to cut you off, but that's why we was really happy to get Afro B, because he's international. You know what I'm saying? He represents not just, an American, artist, but he represents an international base,
Okay. I've heard that song a little while ago, and it didn't really get that big until as of recently. Yeah. And I was just like, this is about to be it. Like it's over. Like he's about to be really on. Like people are really getting in tune. Like finally. Like so, what was that like? Putting that whole creative process and whole dynamic together.
To be honest with you, we would look for somebody that had a cultural impact, somebody that we could say really, exemplify what Culture Fest is about, which is just the different culture in itself. And we thought that he was perfect because he's an international,
right.
Artist. So it was bringing a different flavor than just a normal everyday flavor. Yeah. And we were lucky to catch him at a time when he is really on a upswing right now.
Yeah,
everywhere you go, you hear that song Joanna. You know what I'm saying? And now he just did another one with Vibe Cartel. You know what I'm saying? So he's about to really take over the
he really is. He's really taking over. Now he's about to. He's actually doing it. Yes. That's actually what happened. What's going on right now? But so with that being said, we're gonna actually want to play the other song that we were playing from Dedication, and then we're gonna get we'll come back, and then we can leave. You can, before we do so, you can leave your social media, and then we come back. We'll also have the website up tomorrow as well for where you can purchase the tickets for Culture Fest NYC. You go to the Instagram. We'll have the flyer up, all the information. Right. So that's we're gonna do maybe 12:30 in Paris, or did we play Loyalty? No? Okay. I've been listening to Dedication a lot, guys, so you have to bear with me on that one. I see. Okay, and that's on any other social media handles?
We have Culture Fest NYC. We have RMG Presents. That's our Instagram. We have Culture Fest NYC on Facebook.
Okay.
And mine is Sha_DA_boss.
Okay. So we'll have that up on the mtmrecordsmusic.com page as well. We'll have your handles on there, email address, all social media handles, so people get the tickets. And then if you have other inquiries for other things, I'm sure, other people can find ways to contact you as well.
DM us and or email us and whatever questions.
What might be next? Maybe I should ask in the meantime while we wait for that. What might be? Is there anything maybe as far as the summertime or fall that you might?
Yeah, we have. We have like 2 things that we are planning on. We're still in development stage, but I want to do something along a hip hop about lyrics. You know what I'm saying? About bringing back the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But with a lot of the young artists that are coming up now, we have a lot of lyricists also who we want to do something to showcase them and combine them with some of the older talents to see how they work together. It's a project that we're thinking about doing.
That sounds dope. I actually like that. I think that sounds pretty dope. A way to kind of
like bridge the gap.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a perfect word. Bridge the gap. Yeah, that would be dope. That sounds like another experience, another vibe. All right, so I guess we'll be on the lookout for that after Culture Fest.
Yes.
Did we get the? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna play. Is it gonna be Loyalty? I believe.
Wanna go to heaven, but you gotta die just to get there. Maserati ran for my dog seat when I get there. Suppressors for the drastic measures. Mama missed it with the long lectures. Gotta go and get it. 9-9, keep me spiritually inclined. Even though I'm strapped, still riding around with mine. Making moves, doing what we do. When you with it, follow homie rules. Hoping God forgive us. They hating out of spite, we running red lights. Get caught, get sent on that long flight. Plenty pistols without the pot to pissin'. Reminiscing, used to cut it up on mama dishes. I thought she was with me, we just gonna be bitches. Gotta move different blood when the money different. Wish you had it on you, dog, when they caught you slipping. Because of you, I'm heavy sipping, feel like I lost a kidney. I'm a Southside shooting star. I hope you niggas is Southside like you say you are. Keep it in the car. Trust me, I know how losers feels. Black hits still, stacks die behind the wheel. Wholesale moves, I'ma need the whole shit. Can't skip the work, dog, on your first trip. Get caught, boy, you gotta keep your mouth zipped. Hit the island, they like red or blue. Who you with?
With my back against the wall, I'm gonna make a change. Cause when my people make that call, we're gonna have to find a way. Get out the space from all that struggle. Only triumphs on the way. So I'll pray today like yesterday and do it right by us always.
Never did believe his dreams, so no one supported. Whatever was important, we locked it up in storage. Discuss numbers later, never was important. Over cigars and drinks, look where them convos borders. Gotta stay persistent and very focused. We all got children, but only few was chosen. Suicidal thoughts on the way to court, shooting back and forth like a sport. Look what the pain brought.
With my back against the wall, I'm gonna make a change. Cause when my people make that call, we're gonna have to find a way. Get out the space from all that struggle. Only triumphs on the way. So I'll pray today like
So that was Mercedes Mike featuring Noel K, Back Against the Wall. That's on Dat Piff on the Dedication EP. Like I said, shout out to RMG that we were just talking about. Culture Fest is going on at April 20th. What's the exact location in Brooklyn?
It's going to be at 99 Scott Studios.
Okay. 99 Scott Studios,
Right.
Brooklyn, New York.
In Williamsburg.
In Williamsburg. And you said it's from 6 to midnight?
6 to midnight, yeah.
So then what's going to be first?
Well, it's all going on at the same time. We're gonna have because it's a big location.
Right,
it has an inside and an outside. So on the inside we have the stage where we're gonna have artists performing throughout the night. We have DJs on the inside and on the outside. We have a food court on the outside with different kinds of food, and on the inside we have like a vendors village, which is going to be different vendors exhibiting whatever they have, merchandise they have for sale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What type of fashion you need to do? I'm a girl. I'm into fashion, of course. So I had to ask.
Well, we're trying to get basically urban fashion. A lot of like hoodies and sweatshirts, but with different designs and brands and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. And then you said it's going to be video games. So you could play video games there?
We got video games that you could play.
Okay, what kind of video games?
We got like the old school.
You got Mario, you got Pokemon, you got
we got like the old school video games that that you can play. We also have we got a bunch of different games. It's just not just video games. So. It's also like the basketball shooting and all that stuff like
the
that.
Arcade type.
Right.
Vibe.
It's like almost like a Dave and Buster type vibe
of thing. Okay. Then I'm assuming drinks, food, and then art.
Drinks, food, art, everything, just about everything.
Okay, that's cool. And then I know you were saying the art was from the people who did Protect Your Heart.
Right.
And then maybe I should ask, how did that come about? Like, as far as, because I'm kind of intrigued to know, like, as you said, everything like step by step. It's kind of just not one thing.
Right.
It's everything happening at the same time. I guess with different like people as far as art wise, as far as music wise. Like, kind of how did that creative process all come together for you to be like, this is the structure of how we're gonna do it.
When we was looking at culture, we didn't want to look at it from one point of view, because we wanted to give it a holistic view. And the culture is everything. It's artwork, it's fashion, it's how we dress, it's how the music we listen to, it's the food we eat, is the games we play, it's everything. So when we did it, we said, okay, we got to incorporate something that has all of these different aspects of it. And I just Uncaso happened to be a guy that I had dealt with in the past. I did an art show with him previously, and I just love his art, so I said, okay, this is somebody that I definitely want to incorporate. Then Voodoo Fee is another one that he has a unique art style. It's more of like art pieces than it is just artwork on the wall. So that's something unique enough that I said, okay, I want to put this in.
Yeah. That sounds like I said. It sounds like a real vibe. Intrigued about it. We were talking about it before, as far as like everything that plays in, especially in the music, and then the independent artists from New York who actually get an opportunity to be able to. We were talking about with Afrobeat, meet other artists, try to take the music to the next level. Especially coming from New York, I feel like it's not that easy to be an independent artist.
No, it's not.
And you can be good, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get to that next level. So when there's opportunities for you to do so, like I think Culture Fest is a great opportunity for people to start meeting people to eventually take it there. You know what I mean? Not that it's going to happen overnight, but I feel like it's one of the things that definitely help connect those type of dots. Is that kind of why you incorporated independent artists in there?
Definitely. Is one thing. New York is like a mecca for music, for art, for fashion, for just about everything. Yep. But because it is, you have an abundance of artists, so it's hard for anybody to really stand out, you know. So what we wanted to do was create a venue, an area where we can say, okay, at least once a year, let's get these guys together and let's give them the exposure that they deserve, and see who comes out of it, Yeah,
because like you said, that's definitely really it. There's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of artists that are good, and there's a lot of artists that are not that good, and there's a lot of artists who are at a higher level than artists that they feel like are not they're not
Right.
even as, or I should say they're not up to par maybe
Right.
sometimes, and they might be at a higher level than other artists. You're like, damn, why is this person being overlooked, or why are these people being overlooked? And sometimes, I mean, I have all the answers, but sometimes I definitely do think like these networking opportunities and these type of events like Culture Fest and stuff like that innovate the culture. Those are times where you could really get to mix and mingle.
And this being our first one, we really extended ourselves to a lot of the artists because we want them to be involved so that next year that we'll have a even bigger pool of people that say, okay, I want to be involved in this or I want to be involved in that, because it allows them to get the exposure. Yeah. And the other thing is that when you really look at it, Brooklyn doesn't have that. It doesn't have that. Besides Afro-punk, we really don't have nothing in New York that really deals with a festival type of thing for the artists and for fashion and for art. It's nothing that's that inclusive. So this was something that I think can set a trend for future events.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that more too, and I'm like, you know what, that's really true, because just imagine, like you said, like Culture Fest, from what you were saying, you're going to have the art, you're going to have the games, you're going to have people, music, food, independent artists, bigger artists, international artists, PR, media, influencers, people, younger people, older people, like, so it's kind of like it really, it's really a whole experience.
Right.
That's the word I think.
And that's exactly what we wanted to be. We wanted to be an
right.
experience. We want you to come in, and from the minute you come in, be captivated by the art, the vibe that the art is creating, and while you're doing your activities, whether you're playing or you're eating or whatever, it's music always in the background. It's either music on the stage or it's music outside, and it's something to capture your attention everywhere you go. And that was the vibe we wanted to create. We wanted that for them hours, for you to be like fully immersed in everything that's going on around you.
No, that definitely sounds like well put together. I should say, well, thank you for even bringing that to the culture and bringing it to, like you said, New York, Brooklyn on the whole, and just doesn't really have something like that, and to kind of set the tone for, inspire other people to do other things like that, and for you to, like you said, the other event that you might be putting together as far as bridging the gap between older artists and new artists, like I'm sure you'll incorporate some of those ideas from Culture Fest and whoever else, other people that now want to be more involved and want to do Culture Fest, to another opportunity that will be even bigger and better, that will set the tone.
One of the things that I want to do is make sure that even after Culture Fest throughout the year, we have it continuously going, where we're working with new artists so that we're building toward the next Culture Fest. So even if they're not included in this one, we're still going to work with them throughout the year so that we make sure that by next year they may be included. You know what I'm saying? There's, we don't want to just say, okay, these are the hand few, that we picked and that's it. We want to be sure that everybody that we can reach, we can reach.
You want to make like everybody feel included, and those who don't necessarily might not get an opportunity or might not be there yet, but actually attend the event, then they get an opportunity next time.
And that's the thing. Even if you're not going to be on stage, if you're an artist, you should be at this event. If you're an independent artist, you should be at this event because the networking opportunities is going to be there.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I think that is vital to being an artist, a creative, an entrepreneur, opportunities to be able to network in your field, and especially if it's music. And this is something where it's so many different fields, so many different paths that you can do as far as art, music, media, press, the whole, independent artists, established artists, international. It's an opportunity for so much other people of, even digital marketing, PR, all that stuff, advertising. This is such a different opportunity for different people to be able to connect and be able to not only just meet one another, but eventually maybe barter services or connect business-wise or relationship-wise in some type of way where they could further themselves.
Right, and that's what advancing the culture is, because it's these same independent artists, these same people that's coming up in the media, the people that's coming up in the art world, that's coming up in the fashion world, that's going to be the next things happening. And this is where it starts. You start networking here, and 5 years down the line, these same, one of these fashion vendors might be the next big fashion hit.
Yeah,
2-3 years down the line.
Yeah,
One of these artists may be
the next hit.
Right.
And you only need one. That's all it takes. Yeah, definitely. And that's another thing that people don't realize sometimes, the relationships that you build from when you start building yourself to the ground, from the ground up, so to speak. Those are the relationships that sometimes take you a little bit further than you might have anticipated. Absolutely. And sometimes that's exactly what it's all about. So once again, I'm going to actually, you could leave Culture Fest, you're in social media, and then we'll have the ticket website on mtmrecordsmusic.com. The Instagram I know is Culture Fest NYC.
Right.
It's on April 20th. The address again in Brooklyn, New York.
It's 99 Scott Avenue.
99 Scott.
And you can get your tickets at culturefestnyc.com. Get the tickets in advance because we're not going to be
no tickets sold at the door.
Yeah, we're not going to be selling tickets at the door. We want the tickets to be in advance.
Yeah.
So get your tickets in advance. Get them now.
Yeah, I did. That's a good idea too. Because sometimes people don't understand. It's a little bit more chaotic, and it makes the event go smoother when you just have your tickets already at the door and you're able to go. Well, once again, thank you for coming to MTM Radio. Thank you for doing what you're doing as far as innovating the culture with Culture Fest. Shout out to RMG. I should ask before we go, when did RMG start? How did that whole name come together? I like the name as well. It stands for Rebirth Multimedia Group, for those who don't know.
RMG started about a year and a half ago. Like I said, I had other venues and other events that I had been doing, small time events, but we was doing them at my venues at different locations that I had. Right. So I decided to go from there to actually doing it on a bigger stage, and I created an events company, pulled together an amazing team of people, and I've had so much help from people in the industry. I definitely have to shout out Joe Jackson over at Hot 97 because he was very instrumental in helping me put a lot of things together. Super O, it's just I've had a excellent team of people that really stepped up to help us create RMG and to make it into something that we can take it to the next level.
Right, yeah, that sounds pretty dope. Well, shout out to you for all of that. Like I said, we'll have everything up tomorrow, all about Culture Fest. Definitely something that you don't want to miss. If you're a creative on whole, entrepreneur, artist, come out, support, network, and, just enjoy the experience.
That's right.
So, yeah, I was going to play, since I was talking about dedication before, I guess I'll end out with Loyalty. And like I said, that's on Dat Piff by Mercedes Mike. That's the CEO of MTM Records. We'll have all of that from MTM Radio, part 1 from last week, up this week as well. And here we're going to get into Loyalty featuring King Porter.
You will give your rifle a girl's name, because this is the only pussy you people are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Crotch through her pretty pink panties are over. You're married to this piece, this weapon of iron, wood, and you will be faithful. Hard hit. Prepare to mount. Mount.
Time running out, man, this work gotta go. Niggas will take you out the game if you ain't down to let it go. Shorty talking about a job, he'd rather sell drugs and rob. Do what you gotta do, go against the odds. A 9 to 5 ain't the life. We was trying to sell white, got us gambling for our souls. Shaking, roll that dice. Niggas chasing pretty bitches while they chasing other niggas, hoping that she got his heart. We only love you in the dark.
You gotta throw all this motherfucking fire heat back. You know what I motherfucking mean? You heard? Slice Moolah TV, you already know what it is, man.
Because this is the only pussy you people are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Crotch through her pretty pink panties are over. You're married to this piece.